Hey, welcome back. This is Skyline Stories. This is Sean. Just want to kind of talk about, somebody new in the hobby, getting into drones. Um, just kind of tell you how I got, or not how I got into it, but how I learned how to start flying. So you go on internet and you buy your new drone, and it gets shipped to you in a couple days or a week, and then it comes in there and you're all excited. The first thing you want to do is take it out of the box, and you just want to take it out, put a battery in it, and take off flying. By the way, this is the S1. Uh, don't do that. Just take it out and read the manual. Go on YouTube, and you can. There's plenty of YouTube videos out there where you can learn how to fly them and everything. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that. It started raining on me out there, and thought I could bring it in because it was blowing up underneath the awning. But yeah, forgot where I was at. But so yeah, you wanna make sure you do the trust. Um, there's plenty of websites, or there's a website out there. Let's go here and we'll look at it. Um, but you go here to FFA, and you can kind of read through all of this, and you can download this Before You Fly mobile app. That's a good app. Kind of tells you where if you're in controlled airspace or not, and if there's any TFRs and all that. But these are companies that actually do the trust thing. But this Pilot Institute is a really good one. That's one I used when I took my trust the first time. You can't fail the test. It's real easy, but you have to have it with you when you fly. But yeah, you go here, you fill it all out, and you take a test. I forgot how many questions are on it, and then they'll you can't fail it. So they'll give you a thing, and you print it out, and you carry that with you. Pilot Institute is a really good one. That's where I did all my trust training, and then I did my Part 107 training there. It's a really good company. I'm not affiliated with them. I'm not sponsored, but I just really liked them. So now you want to, set your controller. Go on your controller. If you have a phone or they're all the same. But you want to go in and set your things up. I'll be right back. This is taking a little long. Alrighty, welcome back. Yeah, you want to open up your app on your phone, or if you have a screen controller. But yeah, you want to go in, connect. And go up here where it says the setting, where you got your safety, your control, your camera. Go on the safety one. For your return home, set it to how high you think anything will be around you the first time you fly. I would go probably 50, 60 feet above that. Or set it at 300 feet, so this way you know that you're clear of everything. But we'll get to the return home in a minute. But then you go down here where it says the max altitude and the distance. You want to set your max altitude. I wouldn't go no more, 60, 70 feet. Especially, if you go out in an open field where there's no trees, no buildings, nothing. Set it up, about 70 feet. Then your distance, I wouldn't go no more than probably 500 feet. Or I wouldn't even go that far. But set it up, and then learn the sticks. learn what stick does what and all that. So at the top of your controller, in the middle, um, you have a cinematic, or you have a. Some of them have C, some of them have N, some of them have S. S is for sports, N is for normal, and C is for cinematic. Put it in cinematic. It goes slower, so it won't be so fast when you're hitting the sticks. And then, but learn them sticks. You'll eventually get the muscle memory for it. And you also want to make sure that you set your compass up. You calibrate that, and your IMU. Make sure you calibrate all that before you ever take off, because if not, then your drone will act all funky. And after you learn all that, then you can actually go back in and reset your height. No, in the U.S., just remember you can't go over 400 feet. Most of them won't let you go over 400 feet. Now the distance, it does says unlimited. You can scroll it all the way over, and you can take it out 5 miles if that drone will make it that far. Just don't do that. There's no sense in taking it out that far. Even a mile is too far, really. I mean, I normally only take mine out 11 to 1,500 feet. I don't really take it out very far. You can't even see it that far anyways. And you're supposed to keep your drone, or your drone visual line of sight anyways. So, you don't have to do all that, but because you want to get really comfortable with it. Also, don't fly them in the house, unless it's like a tiny drone or something. Because it's a small drone underneath the 249 grams, but them propellers will still tear stuff up. You can tear your drone up if you hit something. It cuts you up if they hit you. I've had my fingers cut up before while I try to hand catch one. But don't fly them in the house. You can go on your phone here, go on your phone and set you up. There's a bunch of apps out here. You can go in and I have the AirWare is a good one. That actually tells me, if I were I'm Part 107, if I'm in uncontrolled or controlled airspace, it'll pop up, tell you if there's any TFRs, anything. So this way that if you're in controlled airspace, like which is right there. So if I go there, it'll tell me, and then you have to go through you have to get your Lance approval. But it's actually it works really good. Get you a weather app on here. I have this Drone Weather. It actually works really good for me. It's free. It tells me, the wind and all that. Especially like the wind, because a lot of people don't realize you might have a 1 or 3 mile an hour wind at the surface where you're standing, but then you get up to almost 400 feet and it's 8 miles. And I've had it to where there's hardly no wind blowing down there where I'm standing, but I get up to 300 or 400 feet and then there's 26 mile an hour winds above me. I've had that happen many a times. But it's a good little app that you can do. It gives you your KP index. Make sure you don't want to fly when it's high, because your GPS don't really like to work. But it kind of gives you everything. It gives you basically a 7-day forecast of where you want to, how you want to, or your weather and everything. So now you accomplish all that. Take your Part 107. Study for it. I mean, it's not that hard. You'll actually learn a lot from it. I did. I know some of the stuff in it don't really apply to drones, but you actually learn a whole lot more about it than what you think. A lot of people don't realize that you go out, you volunteer to find a missing dog or missing cat, or a farmer asks you to go see if you can hunt down some cattle, or a church asks you to film something, and you're doing a volunteer. You still have to have a Part 107, even to do all that. Recreational is recreational only. It's just for fun. It's not for volunteer, not for any kind of charity. So yeah, you take it. It's worth having, and once you do have it, then you can make some money on it. But it's not that hard. I did the Pilot Institute, learned a lot from that. So trying to think of anything else, the do's and don'ts. Yeah, but just don't just don't take it out right out of the box. Take off flying. Your batteries. Take care of your batteries. Just don't jerk them out, stick them in a charger, and start charging them right then when they're hot, because you'll actually warp them, and they're not very good for them, and then they won't be able to fit in the drone no more. Let them cool down before you charge them. I actually destroyed four batteries doing that because I didn't know no better. But don't try to take it out a mile away. There's no sense in that. Watch. For any other low flying aircraft, helicopters or whatever. If you happen to do see one, just lower your drone down a little bit. Take it down to about 100, 120 feet. And just watch and see which way, which direction they're going in. But yeah, just learn all the settings on the controller. Then once you do get really comfortable with it, and you're out flying it a whole lot better, you can actually go in and do your settings for your stick. So everybody's reaction's a little bit different than on how the movement is. But we'll get this screen controller up here, and I can show you how to do that. Other things, don't fly them in the house. Just be really careful, and just abide by the rules. So yeah, you go in here and go into settings. We'll go in here to the controls, and you can go down here. Part, yeah. You could actually go in here and reset this. I had my drone turned on. You can see it more. You know what? We might just do that so we can actually see it. Let me get this out, and we'll be right back. Yeah, but you could actually go in here and set these for your sending, your normal, and your sports. But you could actually adjust these how you want them for the sensitivity for it. The lower the numbers are, the slower the stick will be as you're moving it. The higher, the faster, the more aggressive it is. I'll usually keep my expos around 25 to 30. It's like a comfortable feeling for me when I just by I guess my movement of my fingers. But it's, you just have to play with it, figure out which way, you're more comfortable with it. But yeah, that's later on once you start getting better used to it. Your camera, you'll learn all that later on. I'm still kind of learning all the camera stuff, and I've been doing this for 2 years. So, yeah, your biggest thing is, your safety part of it. adjust your height, your limitation, and all that. Make sure you always calibrate everything. That's the best thing to do. So yeah, I just want to kind of give a beginner thing for somebody. Who just now getting started in it. But make sure you get your trust. This way you'll have it with you just in case. Because you never know when you have some Karen or Ken comes harassing you, and then they call the popo. And at least you'll have that, to show, hey, I did this. But I just want to kind of give a quick video, for somebody who's just now starting the beginning. But happy flying and safe flying. Thanks for watching. Bye.